Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? I'm just going to start off this video by running this game. And we're pretty much done. I made a little map, just a little extra map. I just want to show it to you. Just something you could do. Now I didn't add collision yet, but we would obviously collide with these. And that would have been nice. So, but everything's working. I just want to show you guys how I can just make a map and just load it in and put all the enemies in there however I want to. One thing I noticed now after doing this is that I really wanted to change the speed of the enemies. I want to make a random speed obviously, but I would also like to have a set speed. So if I want them to come at a certain speed at one position, I'll do that. If I want them to come at another speed like this, like I don't want them to come at different speeds, I want them to come at the same speed. So that's about all the enemies there were, I guess. But yeah, that's what I want. I added a restart button as well. I want to show you that before we keep going. So I did change a few things. I changed the number of particles, so 5 to 3. I don't know if I changed these actually, but I did. I changed the size of particle as well. I removed the random to 2 because it was too big. It looked kind of wonky. I didn't like it. I showed you guys this, I think, before, how I fixed the up and down randomization for the particles. Like if they go slightly up or slightly down, so they kind of go out in a triangle shape. Well, where did I change the... Here. The scale is just 1, 1 now. So I can change that as I want. I think that looks a little better. So I'm going to keep that. Then the reset thing, but yeah, I want to show you on death as well. Here I changed some particle numbers, 30 to 10, so that's good to know. I did change the enemy bullet update, I'm pretty sure. The particle on shielding, 5 to 3, pretty sure I changed that. I think it looks better with less particles because there's so many bullets they're gonna hit the shield. It's gonna be a lot of particles in that case, but not otherwise. What was I going to show you? The restart. So update restart. Restart update. I'm pretty sure. No, this is what we call. So in update, in player update, or just a regular update. I think I had restart update here. I added that here, and it's also when all the players are dead. So, but I added it to the general thing, the paused restart. Now, this is just temporary. We'll remove this later because obviously we don't want to restart a level as a main gamer. Like you want to go into the menu and do that, but for now that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. I know we added button, but we haven't really used that yet. Still trying to figure out a good way to use those. Have a button handler and just add buttons to it, and then as the button is pressed, we will we'll know which one of those is pressed, and yeah, that's pretty much how I want that to work. So a D array of buttons actually is basically what I want, and a code for each of them. So as we create a button, it doesn't have a real code to it. A real code. So if I had a button code, I want to be able to know exactly which button is being pressed on what index. So the button handler is gonna return an index to the button that's being pressed. That's pretty much how I want that to work. And then the main menu, I was thinking we're gonna work a little bit with that actually. So I'm gonna close enemy, and I'm gonna actually open W button. I want to work with that in the menu, but before that I kind of feel like I want to finish this enemy spawner. So what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm gonna do to save my map, the one I just created, is I'm gonna set true to map maker. We're just gonna do this quickly, and I'm gonna do this. pretty much gonna, you know what I could do? I could just close that. I could do it even quicker. I can go into Wingman, open this, edit, and I'm just gonna remove the enemy spawner line completely, just like that. And then I have that right there. So there we go. Now if I load this, into game, I shouldn't have any issues when it comes to loading the map. Nope, I don't have any enemies. So that's good. That's what I wanted to do, because we're going to change the enemy spawner. And what I'm going to change is I'm going to add, so random spawn position, type interval. I was thinking a speed, max velocity. So enemy, there is a move direction vector and a max velocity float. So move direction, look direction. Okay, so yeah, we'll decide that depending on the type of enemy actually. Yeah, I think the type of enemy is gonna decide the move direction. I don't want to have to do that. Max velocity is something I want to set though. -1 would be a random. So if I open enemy, let's just take care of that before we do anything else. Let's go into enemy right here. Let me put enemy right there and game all the way here. Let's see how that works. So as we give it, I think the max velocity is random. So what we have to do is, if this max velocity, when we create the enemy, we want to be able to create it with a max velocity. So after type, I want to do a float max velocity, and I want to just do that in enemy.h. After direction, just like that. That's good. So if not this, actually the temp max velocity is greater or is less than 0, then this max velocity, actually we'll just copy. We don't even need to copy it, actually it's right there. Or else this max velocity equals max velocity. So I just wanna go ahead and do that in every one of these, which is gonna be annoying. Whoops, this should be random actually. Why isn't that random? It's 6 to 3. It's kind of weird. I think it should be 6 plus 3 and follow. And then we have the move left, shoot. Alright, so I'm just gonna put down the shoot stuff. It's 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5. So 10, what I used to have, 10 plus 5. And then here we have the max velocity again, 10 plus 3. So I'm just going to do 10 plus 3 right there. Otherwise, we'll do max velocity. So this is random. This is if it's random. Default, the same thing. Alright. Okay, so that's good. So now we set up our enemies to be created with a max velocity. Now enemy spawner should be able to, we should be able to create a max velocity. I think I'll keep it as an int. Velocity. I'm gonna think here. Yeah, max. I think I'm gonna keep it as an integer because it's loading and saving. So random spawn position. Above type, I'm gonna do a integer max velocity. Max velocity. And then int max velocity. Okay, so that's good. This max velocity equals max velocity. So there we go. Now I have to do a get for that as well. Inline int get max velocity const, and just return this max velocity. Boom. All right. Used, set unused. All right, get as. So here we go. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Max velocity. Easy. And then level type. I'm gonna do max velocity here. Max velocity. Okay, that's good. Then draw that shape in the text. Let me just make sure everything's fine. I think everything's fine. Yep, everything's fine. -1 random. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Now how do we do this? Enemy is fine. In stage, I think when I save it, it's gonna be okay. But loading, I think I have to make a little. I think I have to make one of these. Type int max velocity 0. Let's see. So this is when we load. So random spawn position. I'm pretty sure enemy spawner. Pretty sure stage. Pretty sure we get it. Random spawn position and then max velocity. So random spawn position, max velocity, type, spawn position, max velocity, and then type. Cool. So then we can load it without any issues. And we save it, obviously, no problems. I think no problems. And how do we do the game map maker thing? So, okay, number of enemies, random spawn position, int max enemy max velocity. Game map maker. This enemy max velocity. Alright. And we gotta do that in the constructor. This enemy 0. And where else? Toggle new stage, save, load. Okay. Set enemy spawner. Here we go. So after random spawn position, I'm gonna set max velocity. And max velocity. Less than -1 and it's greater than 100. So a little too much. Well, it doesn't really matter. I think that's fine. We don't need to make any unnecessary checks. Random and then max velocity right there, and then type sin fail or this enemy type is greater than enemy enemy where's enemy? What do I have? I have a number of types. Number of types. Okay, that's good. Level interval, sin fail or this enemy level interval is less than 0. What is 0? Number of enemies, sin fail, number of enemies is less than -1, or this number of enemies is greater than 50. I don't think I want to create 50 enemies in one spot. That's too much. So that's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. 0. Oh, so what enemy? Okay, oh yeah, it's a boolean, that's why. Okay, so that's good. We fixed that. We fixed everything. Let's run this. Oh wait, I'm still in game, I think. I'm still in game. Let me just see if this runs actually. Nope. Okay, enemy. Enemies add enemy. Bool vector2 vector2f int right here. So this is survival. So it's gonna be -1, right? That's the speed that we're gonna do. And this E-type, this is when we spawn in. Okay, that's the type. So this stage enemy spawners ij dot get max velocity. There we go. So that's good. Doesn't take an int, but oh wait. Boom. Alright guys and girls, come on. We got 17 minutes, 18 minutes on this video. It's not good. But this is working, so that's good. Let's just quickly add a few enemy spawners. And then in a few minutes, and then we'll be good. Come on. Okay. Load. Lil. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so Control E, N. Let's do a no. God damn it. That sucks. I suck. I always do N. Control load lil. Let's do Control Shift E. Random position no. Max velocity. Let's say it's 5. Type random. Or type 0. And then level interval 1, whatever, 1 enemy. And then Control E, and then we'll create a bunch of spawner enemies here. So when it's here, when the character is here, I want it to spawn. So let's do a few of them. Characters here, so I want them to spawn here actually. There we go. So just a few of them. Maybe 1 or 2 down here. And then I want to do Control Shift E. And I want to do a random position no. Max velocity -1. Type. Which type was it? I think it was 2 for the new one. Level interval 1, 1. Yep, that's the one. So I'll create a bunch of these. Alright. And then Control Shift E. Random position no. Max velocity 10, type 0, level interval 1, number of enemies 1. So let's make a little staircase thingy here, just like this. So it'll come at me in like a staircase thing, just like that. And then we'll save the map and quit. Set this to false and run it. Come on, 20 minutes. Come on. So as soon as I get here, it should spawn. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they have the same speed. Hell yes, they do. They do. They all have the same speed. That's perfect. That's what I wanted. And then these have random speeds, and these have the same speeds. Yes! Good Lord have mercy, that worked. That worked. Hell yeah, that worked. Alright, guys, girls, thanks for watching. That was a quick fix for the speed. Sorry for the slow video, as always. I always make slow videos, but thanks for watching. And thanks for all the support, all the comments. I'm sorry if I didn't see your comments in time. For some reason I didn't get any notifications, but I was 1 week behind on some of the comments, but whatever. I got you guys now. So thanks for watching again. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.